like solutions like Cynerio and others, what they do is they tell you exactly where the medical device, like you mentioned, who should it be speaking with. So for anyone to hack into the device or do some harm, they have to communicate with it, right? So that at the very inception, these solutions are monitoring proactively with alerts the moment they see the device talking to who it's not supposed to be talking to. They have the capability to fire alerts and actually shut down too. So it's more in those kind of things, it's more you really have to rely on technology, because I mean on the surface, like you were mentioning, Susan, in your presentation, it may look, at the nurse's station, it may look just fine. But you really need to get into the minds of these people who are coming, and that's where technology plays a good role, where you can see before anything happens, and different communication patterns and spring into action based on that.
And I'll also add to Omar's comment that I think that's one of the challenges that we're seeing hospitals have, because clinical engineering teams who were originally responsible for the clinical functions of the devices or connectivity, they are the experts on the medical devices. And then you have the IT security professionals who are experts on protecting ITs. And recently, like, devices also became a priority. So yeah, that's right. So one of the challenges is really to make sure that those teams can work together to have the expertise on the device level and on the information security level to effectively protect them.
Israel, and Leon came to us quite a while ago, I think.
A year ago, yeah.
So when Leon came first with Cynerio and he discussed his solution to the problem, we said, there is no problem. That was the first reaction as a hospital. There is no problem. All the devices are disconnected from the internet and not on the net. We're very secure. There's no problem. And as the conversation went on, it was very clear there is a problem. And that it's something that we have to deal with, and that we need solutions that come not just from the vendors. Okay? Because you asked about the issues of how the FDA is dealing with it. If we will have to replace devices, this would be very cost prohibitive. It's impossible to do that. There are so many devices. So we need a solution that would allow us to protect, right, from cybersecurity and still have everything going on. So it's a very complex, actual situation that already exists. It's not something new that we were implementing. Like if you have a new infusion pump, right, you can say, okay, this infusion pump, we want you to adhere to 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's so much stuff that is already going on. So it's a real problem, and that needs a solution. So it was a pleasure working with Leon, I'm going to say.
Likewise. Actually, the attack didn't reach the devices, or not all of the devices, but still 60 hospitals were shut down. And the reason is because hospitals didn't have any visibility into what's going on. And then when the attack just started and it infected some initial PCs, some laptops, some servers, they were so terrified that they just had to disconnect everything just for the risk that something will propagate to their medical devices. A big part of it, of really understanding, every organization needs to understand what devices do they have, where they are on the network, how are they connected, who are they talking, communicating with, and which medical workflows are they taking part in. And this is really the first step in the current state of the industry, the way we see it. We're getting a copy of all the communications and using machine learning. And and Omar, as you mentioned, not only the bad guys are allowed to use machine learning, but also the good guys. So we're using machine learning to really model very accurately the device behavior, really understand what they're supposed to be doing, who are they supposed to be talking with, again, what are the medical workflows, the medical processes in which they're supposed to be taking part in, and then, of course, detecting anomalies once they're doing something they're not supposed to do, and then stopping the potential threat to ensure both patient safety and data protection.